I am paging Dr. Chanda.
I am the
Dr. Chanda.
And I'm a licensed clinical psychologist.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Paging Dr. Chanda podcast, all things related to the Black culture.
Revolt. The doctor in front of your name.
What's going on, guys? This is Rocsi Diaz, and hello, I am paging Dr. Chanda.
Period. So you have been in the industry for quite some time, but I like to always do a check-in. How are you feeling in regards to everything that's going on in the world, the political climate, everything around this? How is Miss Rocsi feeling?
I'm blessed. I celebrated my 43rd birthday yesterday, doing exactly what I love, which is television and being surrounded by some amazing people. My best friends came and flew out with me this weekend to hang out, and I felt loved. So, it was definitely a trying roller coaster of a political season for us. But Van Jones said it best right after the election. Saturday morning, he got up, he took his kids to Little League, and the day went on, and life is going to go on. So taking one day at a time, but I'm being more grateful for the things that are coming my way than I'm going to worry about what I can control and what I can't control.
That's a whole word. First of all, happy birthday. And
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were literally just speaking to us right now, because it is important to just recognize we can find moments of joy, even in triumph in moments like this. So yeah, I love that advice.
Yeah.
So your journalistic resume is like endless. It's an amazing resume of just things you've been able to do in the culture. And I so love that. How did this opportunity come about with your new show? And what made you say yes to this?
Well, I auditioned. I got a phone call. Jesse Collins, who we all love, who made a major announcement also that we got Beyonce for Christmas. So that's a big deal. But Jesse is a longtime friend and a colleague from my BET days. And he brought my name up to coach and was like, what you think of Rocsi Diaz? And he was like, of course, I'm a fan. Let's give her a chem test. Let's get an audition together. And that's how it went down. I mean, I know Deon for years, being a fan of his, both as an athlete and as a sports journalist that he was, a sports commentator. So we both have mutual respect and we have mutual friends, but to be able to work together for me is really a dream come true.
So what was that like working with the Coach Primetime? Like, what has it been like for you?
He's a fool. He is a fool. What you see is what you get. What you see on TV is what you get, but I think you'll see a little bit of a funnier side of him now. Cause he's a trip. We're two big alpha personalities that are both set in our ways and will have no problem expressing it. So I've been describing it like men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And that's exactly the conversations you start to see. And don't get it twisted. People think he wants to talk sports. He loves talking about relationship stuff. He lives for it. He loves giving relationship advice and telling you what you should be doing. I'm like, well, that's not always right. So we have a good time. He's awesome. And really, really quick, we formed a relationship and a bond that's like a big brother, little sister type. We tease each other. We joke on each other. We clown. We talk all the time, all day, just checking in with each other. So I'm glad to be able to call him a friend.
Yeah, it sounds like, before you said friend, it sounds like you're in partnership with a friend.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's when you have a co-host and you guys are like Terrence and I, a lot of people remember from 106, that was 7.5 years, you got to get along with that person. And I'm not saying that you don't get along. There's days you don't get along, but it's like a marriage almost. So you learn each other. You learn how to make each other better. That's what really a partnership is when you come into a situation like doing television and co-hosting with each other or starring next to each other. Because at the end of the day, you want the project to succeed. And this is his baby. This is his manifestation. Coach wanted this, he wanted to dabble into the talk show space back in the day. I remember when he had auditioned to be the host of Entertainment Tonight at one point. And I was at Entertainment Tonight at that time. And so it's just but he took custody of his children and he put being a father first, so now it's Coach's time to be able to do what he wants to do. And this is an opportunity for him to continue recruiting and getting into more houses and to people to get to know him and make his organization even greater.
So it's funny you mentioned your days with Terrence Day. So I'm a '90s baby, so I remember rushing home from school. We got TV to watch Terrence and Rocsi.
Homework first, and then watch us.
Well, it was a little bit of opposite for us because we wanted to watch the countdown and then get to homework later.
I feel you.
So I'm wondering, that moment was such a cultural staple. Do you feel as though this new show that you're hosting is also going to be a cultural staple?
1000%. I always get we miss 106. We don't got nothing like it. There's nothing like it anymore. Well, now you do. Now you have it. Now you have a place where the culture can come and have real conversations and have time.
Yeah.
One thing that because you're in the entertainment business, television, when you're a guest on somebody's show, TV show, like the big shows, you get like 1 or 2 minutes to promote whatever you're doing, maybe 2 segments on the show. No, we actually got time for our guests. We take time, we get to know, we have conversations you guys want to hear. And it's a lot of fun. So we got time today for everybody. And the name in itself is inclusive to everybody. It's not we, Deon and I, it's we, all of us, the culture, humanity, people. We got time for a little bit of joy. And that's really what he wants to do. He just wants to bring joy into people's households.
Well, we definitely gonna be tuning in for real. In this era of the political climate and so many people wanting to censor the voices of the media and people telling our stories, why is it important for you and Coach Primetime to have this show together?
I wish somebody would try to shut him up or try to censor him. Like that would be like one of those. I'm gonna stand behind him. You tell him that to censor anything or tell him what not to do. Nah. He is the testament of doing things his way his entire career. Nobody's going to tell him not to do it another way. And it's actually Ice Cube, who is our very first guest, who taught him, to not, bend or not always be authentic to himself. So, and as you see in Ice Cube's career, he's never changed. He's never done something that he wasn't. So he's always been authentically him. So I think it's important for us to always keep it 100 and to keep it authentic. And that's what he's all about at the end of the day. So I wish somebody would try to censor Deon because it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
He'll censor you before you try to censor him.
And that's the mentality we have to have in today's climate. Like, especially when people just want to control the stories. They want to ban books.
Yeah.
They limit the media. So, I love that mentality.
Yeah. I mean, I think when it comes to something like that, I think fact checking is always super important. And what people have to remember that it's more than just a headline. There's a story that's written about something. So take the time to read the story and the full story and do your research before you cast judgment or you formulate your opinion. I'm in the media business. It's really, really challenging to be able to have a non-biased opinion sometimes. So, but do the research and get the facts before you actually start formulating and spitting your opinion out there. Everybody don't need a mic though. That's for sure.
Say it again.
Everybody don't. There's a lot of noise. Coach says it all the time. He's like, there's a lot of people saying nothing out there right now. So who are you going to trust? People that have been doing it for years or somebody that just came? No shade to like people that actually are doing great things. But like we talking about like those Twitter thugs and people, those naysayers and comments. Like we don't got time for that. That we don't have time for.
Absolutely. We got time for everything else, but just not that.
Not that. No negativity whatsoever. That's not who he is. It's not happening. Yeah. He won't even allow it around him.
That's what we need. That's what we need. You mentioned some of the guests for We Got Time Today's Ice Cube.
Yes, our very first episode premiering November 19th. Ice Cube is our guest. And well, first of all, and Ice Cube, like another one, like I wish you would say, nobody's walking up on Ice Cube and saying it. Like I think and I told him because it was funny because I was like, you're one of my favorite comedic actors. And I don't think he looks at himself as a comedic actor, but it's because he's so serious and we're not used to seeing him doing these silly things sometimes in the movies. It comes across so great. But Coach and Ice Cube are longtime friends. And I think that there's no better way to kick off your brand new show with your family, with your friends. So we kicked it off. We filmed it on my birthday, and there's also some surprises that happened for my birthday too. That you're definitely not gonna want to miss. In true Ron fashion, he lived up to his name. I'll say that. There was a real big bow around my present.
Well, we can't wait to see it. We are going to definitely be tuning in. So it drops on November 19th. Is there a specific time we should be tuning in?
Tune in, Tubi, November 19th. It's gonna be there, and it's just the beginning. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Period. My last question, how do you take care of your wellness and your mental health with such a busy schedule?
You know, when I can enjoy my house and be home, me and my dog Charlie, that's my time. That's my chill time. You know, enjoy the sunsets, enjoy the sun, period. Enjoy the sun, go on walks and enjoy being home. So you know, we were all crammed in our houses for the pandemic. And I think that's when we got a chance to really appreciate our homes. We were so quick to want to get out. And now I'm like, I don't know, I want to stay in. I want to have fun here. So I like staying. I'm a homebody. I like to stay home and hang out with my dog. That's me and my dog.
Love it. Well, Ms. Rocsi, we definitely appreciate your time. Thank you so much for dropping by the show today. And we will be tuning in. So We Got Time Today with Rocsi Diaz and Deon Sanders.
Thank you so much for your time, beautiful. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
The doctor in front of your name.